Okay, hello everybody. Today we are going to learn about the area of a circle. So here is, albeit a badly drawn, but a circle, and we are going to look at the area of it today. Now there are important things that you need to know about a circle. I'm just going to talk about them. So obviously a circle has a centre, and any line that goes from the centre to the edge of the circle is called the radius. Okay, now you will often see it being referred to as R standing for radius. Okay, any line that goes from edge to edge through the center of the circle is called the diameter. Okay, and you need to learn these words, they are important. Okay, you will notice that because the diameter goes from edge to edge through the center and the radius goes from the center to the edge, if you have two lots of the radius, that makes the diameter. Okay, so the diameter divided by 2 gives us the radius. Okay, that's important. So, whilst we're on the subject actually, the edge of the circle is called the circumference, and you'll need to learn that word as well, learn how to spell it, learn to use it in your everyday language, a circumference of a circle. Okay, now when area of a circle was discovered, it was discovered in a very special way. Okay, now I want to tell you this fact, and it's going to be true, and you could test it out, I suppose, if you wanted to. But we are going to be talking about a number today called pi. Pi being pi, and it's given by this symbol that looks like that. Okay, that is the symbol pi. Now you need to have your calculators with you today, and the pi symbol, if your calculator looks something like this, will be the little yellow, I think it's yellow on most calculators, symbol above this bottom button here. Okay, and so to get it on your calculator, you would go shift and then that button, and then pi should appear on your calculator. I'm hoping you can see that that is pi. So let's go again. All I did was shift, and there, that is pi. Okay, now pi is a number, and it is a number if I press equals, and then you need to press SD if you wanted to see the number pi. It is that number there, 3.141592654. Okay, but what your calculator doesn't show you is that that number carries on forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, it never stops. It is infinite. It is an infinite decimal. It carries on forever and ever. Okay, that is what pi is. Now, very clever, this number. This number is so important, this number pi, and it's got its own symbol. It's very important because if you took a piece of string and you went round any circular object that was circle, any object in the whole world that was a circle, okay, that length, okay, that piece of string that goes all the way around the edge once in one complete rotation, if you divide that by the diameter, so the length from edge to edge through the centre, you would get this number pi, and that makes it very, very special. So that's enough kind of introduction. We're now going to talk about how you find the area of a circle. Okay, so the area of a circle has the formula pi r squared. What that means is pi times the radius squared. That is how you calculate the area of a circle. So here we go. We're going to do an example as normal. Here is our example. We are going to calculate the area of this circle, very badly drawn. This circle has a radius of 8 centimeters. So to calculate its area, you're going to do pi times the radius, which is 8 squared. Now all you need to do on your calculator is type exactly what I've written. So pi, shift, that button there, times 8 squared. Be careful, it's the radius squared, not pi. Okay, you'll notice I pressed this little squared button for squared. Obviously you could type pi times 8 times 8 and that would mean the same thing. Okay, pi times 8 times 8. We know that squaring a number means you times it by itself. So we do pi times 8 squared, and you press equals. It will come up with 64 pi. Now that makes sense. 8 times 8 is 64, 8 squared is 64, so that makes 64 pi. Now, that's a nice thing you can do without a calculator. You could leave it in terms of pi without a calculator, but you probably want to give it as a decimal. So you press this little SD button. So on some people's calculators it's FD, it means fraction to decimal or third to decimal, and it gives it to you in a decimal. Okay, so we're going to say it's 201.06192, etc. Okay. Then we ought to round it to whatever they want us to round it to. I'm going to ask us to round it to 1 decimal place. So it's 201.1 because the number next door is bigger than 5. That rounds up to a 1 and it is measured in centimetres squared. So the area of that circle is 201.1 centimetres squared. Okay, let's add that to our little section over here. Area of a circle is pi r squared. Area of a circle, pi r squared. Right, let's just do a 1 second example to make sure we're very happy. Here is example 2. Here's my circle. Here is, what have I called that length? That is my diameter. Okay, so here I go with my question. I've got to find the area. I know my area is pi r squared. What is my radius here? Well, I've been given the diameter. The radius is just from the centre to the edge, so the radius is just 7. So it's going to be pi times 7 squared. Again, you could do that without a calculator. 7 squared is 49, so it's 49 pi. And then let's put that in a calculator so we can work out what that is as a decimal. Do it up here. So we've got pi times 7 squared, 49 pi, which we worked out already. SD means that it's 153.93804, and that is 153.9 centimetres squared to 1 decimal place. That is the area of a circle.